Hi, this is Arul Selvan. This session is about the social media audience. This topic is part of postgraduate diploma in digital media as well as masters in journalism and mass communication. Students from both the programs are welcome to this show. In any communication settings, there are multiple players in that. Multiple players usually play crucial role in the settings. Somebody delivers the messages and it being processed and delivered to other person. So the sender, the person who's sending the message through verbally or through visually, through any particular medium, and somebody receives the information. So it looks like a very simple process, but many players are involved. If you take this scenario into normal face-to-face settings, just two people. Like if I speaking to my colleague in a corridor, so it's a casual talk and I'm delivering and the other person receives or responding and he gave information, I'm receiving. It's a kind of continuous dynamic process. It looks very simple. But if we take this scenario into larger level, like this show, for example, I'm sitting in one studio and students from these two courses, two programs or other generic audiences, they are listening from different parts of the country or maybe outside because it's being available through online also. So one person but large number of audience through television, through broadcasting, through DTH, there's multiple segments are involved in that. So audience is a crucial element in every communication settings, be it face-to-face communication or mass level or group level. So you take any communication settings, there will be always a person sends the messages, a person always receive the messages, respond to that messages. So it's all this process happening that we are trying to understand the audience role and its characteristics in a new phenomena, social media platform. We discuss a lot about digital media, online media, web, internet, and within that there is a new segment called social media. So there is no need of much introduction required for introducing the social media concept. At least the chunk of population are connected to online, specifically to social media. So before taking you to the characteristics or features of social media, I'll give a very brief overview of the size of social media audience in Indian context. Remember that we have discussed in a different scenarios, digital inequality, digital divide, there are many aspects involved in this process. So here we are not claiming that social media is the popular platform. See, but one of the strong player in Indian context, using the internet, using the digital media network, people are accessing mostly through mobile. The advantage of being part of the social media is due to the popularity of mobile and apps. Many social media applications are being used through mobile. The advantage in Indian context is India is considered to be a mobile rich nation. Compared to internet, mobile connectivity is largely higher. Nearly close to 90% of the Indian populations are connected to the mobile connectivity. Wireless, smartphone, mobile apps, these are the very crucial elements in the social media platform or online platform. So if you look at the screen and briefly introducing that, here in 2021 December, the active social media users in India is 448 million. 448 million, the total population of India as on today, as per December 2021. It's 1.3 billion. 448 million people are using social media. This is the latest 2021 data. Whereas if you look at the internet users, it's a 624 million. Almost close to 51% of Indian populations are connected to internet. Might be more. And it's being projected that this 50 to 51% of internet penetration might reach to 73 to 75% in next couple of years. Similarly, the social media platform, which is close to around 43 to 45% of penetration in Indian context, is going to increase close to 60%. All these are projections, but as of now, it's a 448 million social media users. Look at the screen now. And 448 million users are active social media users. Among them, 444 million people are accessing social media through mobile. Now you can understand that when I said mobile rich nation, you can connect the dots here. Large, almost 95% of social media users are active in those platforms through mobile, particularly through apps. And number of mobile internet users, 572 million. So closely, large number of people who are connected to online, who are having mobile with sufficient facilities, are active in social media. Numbers are huge, 448 million. And look at the annual growth of internet and social media platform. Internet is growing 8.2% in annual growth rate, internet. Whereas if you look at the social media platform, social media users are growing 31.2%, almost 4 times of internet users. This is one indication how fast this segment is growing. This data is Indian data, India specific data. And another indicator is about the popularity of social media. Normal internet users, they are spending 6 hours, 36 minutes in a day, average thing. Among these 6 hours, 36 minutes, 2 hours, 25 minutes for social media. Close to 1/3 of the normal common internet user in India spends time with their respective social media accounts or for whatever reasons. 1/3 of their internet time in a day the internet users are spending with the social media platform, remaining 2/3 for other activities. So the popularity in terms of number of users, the growth rate and the number of users in Indian context indicates that this is one of the strong player in Indian context. Might be the same scenario in other countries as well. And look at the popular social media platforms in Indian context as per the 2021 data, May 2021 data. Facebook is the popular with the 77.58% of popularity, followed by Instagram, and third is YouTube, and then Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, other social media platforms coming. And the top 5, if you take Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter and Pinterest. Each social media platform, it has its own features. Some of them are photo based, some of them are video based, some of them networking based, some of them text based, limitations, facilities. So all that matters. But remember that these are social media platform. We call it as a social media, but it's owned, operated by corporates. Remember that point. Now I'll come to that main point of this session, the characteristics of social media audience. We have seen the numbers just to indicate that how strong, how popular this platform. They had reduced the numbers. And beginning of this show, I mentioned about communication settings. In that, the audience are very crucial as like a communicator, as like a person who sends information. Equally, other person is very important. In the normal settings, in a face-to-face level or in a group level or the family level, and the term if you use audience, if you take any, suppose you are talking to a friend over the phone or through personally, you may not be a very just receiving information. Normally that very, very rare chances. Just listening to other person in a one-to-one, face-to-face or through mobile contacts. So we tend to participate. We react, either we'll speak to the other person, verbally we'll speak, or the body language reflects a lot of feedback, what we are indicating to the other person. Whether we are speaking or not, the body language communicates a lot of meaning. We used to express our feelings in large amount through non-verbal. So we are not no longer passive. We are not just sitting listening to other person who sits out just opposite 1.5 feet from my side. That's not, never happens, and rarely happens that way. In sometime in the same scenario, in the family level or official meeting or group meeting, the degree of participation goes down. Face to face, huge potential, and we usually will do participate in that. When it comes to family, depends upon the number of people. The small family, then we tend to participate more. Depends upon the context, the topic. If it is a group, 100 people, 50 people, known people or unknown people, then participation goes slowly, goes down. May not have that much the way we used to do than face-to-face level. When it comes to mass communication level, the audience mostly receive the information. Unlike the face-to-face. Face-to-face are active. Always they contribute, always react, always respond to that. It's a dynamic process. And when it comes to the, when you are in the film or newspaper or radio or television scenario, the institutions are involved, institutions are disseminating the information, entertaining the people, educating the audience. So this institutionalized process, from one center, the messages are broadcasted or circulated or delivered through across the country or across the global context. In that scenario, the audience are mostly passive. So when it comes to the social media or online or digital media, the term, this new media, always attached with one specific peculiar characteristics called interactivity. Here, this is the medium, online or digital or web or the internet, is not like a typical mainstream media. And here informations are retrieved as per our choice, as per our convenience, as per our interest. I'm talking about online. Of course, we have choice in newspapers, we have choice in television. Choice, basically, we can either change the different brand or different program or different titles. But within the one newspaper, within the one program, if I want to skip certain seconds or want to watch only specific segment of the video, or want to pass it, or want to give reaction to the person, the scope is very limited, whereas in online, the huge potential. So that's a speciality of online. Same for social media. Here we are no longer a passive audience. An audience here, we can receive the information. Information we can receive it as per our choice, timing, convenience, flexibility, everything. And what we want also, we can control it. Now how much information is coming to us, we can control it. Equally, we can contribute, we can generate, we can create content. We are not no longer a passive audience with online, specifically to social media. Web 2.0 technology facilitated interactive to the another level, a much more higher interaction thing. So social media specifically designed in that manner that everybody, whoever comes to that platform, is no longer a passive audience. They have potential, they have facility to do that. How many of them are doing? That's a different questions, because a large number of audience in the social media platform, usually they watch, they'll go through the content and react very rarely. The number of people who contributes, number of people who contributes regularly, number of people who responds marginally are small number. Large sections are still behaving like a passive audience. There are a lot of issues, a lot of factors attached with that matter. We can discuss about that scenario later stage. But this now, in this session, we'll talk about the characteristic of audience. So passive and active audience, these two are very crucial distinction, and most of the face-to-face level are mostly active, and most of the social media platform facilitate active participation. So we can understand that. So this medium, if you look at that interaction participation, is no longer, it's not confined to small group or large group. So very difficult to define it. The reason is, by virtue of online, when you post some information, that reaches the nook and corner of the global network. Depends on the language, depends on the content, depends on the way you're presenting. People might react to that, or might be you can restrict within your network, or you can keep it open to all. So that's a part of this platform. So if you look at the communication, history of communication, there are many phases of, we have seen from the earliest tribal kind of social setup to language, inventing language, communicating through languages, either through non-verbal initially, through using the alphabets, through the words and sentences and everything. Then we started communicating not in a real time. That's what the earlier tradition. We started preserving those languages, started printing those materials, what we want to communicate. We preserved it for a couple of uses. Then technology helped us to make it to the large number of people. And why do we need to do it in only print media? Why can't do it without printing, in a distance mode, distance places? That's how we got electronic media. And why do we need to do only the production for a small group of people? Why can't we liberate the whole system and let everybody produces, creates the content, share the content, read the content? So interactive digital media, that's a part, become one of the historical dimension of communication era. From tribal to language to print to electronic media, now we have reached the digital media. Whether all the sections of the society are participating, whether every members are participating, getting a benefits or not, that's a different debate altogether. That needs to be discussed in detail separately there. So if you look at that in the historical level, and our profile and audience role in a different area changes dramatically. We were active in the tribal level, we were active in the literacy stage, we became a passive in a print, became passive in electronic, and again we became active in a digital platform. So audience profile got changed over the period of electronic communication history. We started with the active, passive, now active on that. So now we are an active, we have the platform, maybe many platforms. There are many, I told you that though it's a social media platform, but managed, operated, controlled by corporates. They have a different business plan. All the social media platform may not offer the same set of services, because they need to survive, they need to generate a profit, and they have to be little unique from others, then only people might come to their platform. Somebody started with the website where you can come, you can enroll or create account, you can invite other of your classmates or family members or office colleagues and create a network, or you can be a part of others network. So started creating networking. So that's how the Facebook came. Then okay, no need to worry about the networking. You want to share some of your ideas, okay, come, and but share it in a very short and crispy with the limited characters. The Twitter came. Okay, so you're not worry about not ready to discuss it in a public platform. So we will have a small mobile based app, but where you can limit the membership, or you can be part of the member, or you can create a group, you can invite the people of known cycle. So this is the other social media platform operates only in the messaging platform. Messaging, WhatsApp, Telegram, Signal, all these started coming on that. Then okay, networking opinion. Why can't we do it that through photos, or why can't we do it through videos? YouTube came, then Instagram came, Flickr, and Pinterest. So now, if you look at the industry, or you call it as industry, or the system, online system, you'll find plenty of the big list of social media outlets. Each of them may be unique in their own operations. Corporate, big multinational agencies are involved, and they have to operate the same service in different government settings. Some of the government may be democratic, some of them may be autocratic, or semi-autocratic, or semi-democratic, different settings. This is a global platform, so they have very unique settings, and they are just a platform. They are providing the platform. All of us are members, and we are creating a content, because the interactivity, facilities, everything, and whatever content we are creating, the data, it's a profit for them. More data, more people, more profit for them. This is the dynamics the online platform works that. So in this scenario, whatever we are contributing, whatever time we are spending, or we can classify with a few features. And here, unlike the television or newspaper, here the content is not created for any particular group or community or segment. Here everything is individuals. Individuals matters most. Component is specifically targeted to individuals. Individual or deciding the way the communication is being operated. And the person who works or operates or spends time with the online platform comes from many background, not necessarily one geographical area, might be from different corners of the same country or outside the country, different time zones, different interest, and different affiliations, different political leanings. The variety and diversity is huge. But one advantage with the online platform, unlike the mainstream media, the television, it's quite difficult for them to identify the individuals who are coming to their program and to understand their taste, their profile, their preferences, and their willingness, the expectations and all. Somehow they'll try to interpret the meaning of all these characteristics, but whereas in the online platform, social media platform, the data, whatever data we are generating, or the time we are spending with the instruments like apps or mobile or website or browser, everything, the sites collects all our information. It's quite easy for the companies or corporates to make a profile of internet social media users. And we have a platform, and that platform specifically addressed to individuals, and individuals has a huge potential to connect with multiple people. And it's online, offline, the differentiation, right? It's slowly creating a huge gap. People spend more time on online, that automatically reduces their time in the offline platform. and that taste is different, and here timing is different. It's no daytime or prime time context, but how much time we are spending, that's more crucial. And particularly we prefer to spend time as per our choice, maybe the photo based, text based, or video based. So these are the features of social media platform. And in this slide you can understand the differences between the traditional mainstream media in the black color, the red color, the the characteristics of social media platform, and cultural and social behavior of individuals, and that makes the social media audience are now more visible to the people who are listening, or who are collecting, who are operating with the large sections of the society. This is new dynamics, new communication settings, and evolved over the period of time, requires more time to understand the sociological dimension of individuals and who spends time with social media platform. Thank you.